Hey everyone, I'm Megan from AbelCine, coming to you from NAB 2016, and now I'm at the Hive booth, and we're talking with Jonathan Miller about their latest line of really powerful lights. So their latest line is the Plasma 1000, and maybe to get started we can talk about kind of the evolution of this light and how it came about from your previous sources.
Absolutely. So everything we do here at Hive Lighting is plasma lighting. And plasma lighting is really energy efficient arc lighting. So when you think about energy efficiencies, you often think of LEDs. But with LEDs, you're doing usually panel lights, arrays, things that are really great for soft sources, but they don't necessarily have a lot of throw and punch. What's different about an arc lamp, and especially a plasma arc lamp, is that it is a very small single point source light that has a huge amount of output with the energy efficiency of an LED, but really the output that you're sort of expecting from an HMI, a xenon, more of your larger incandescent lights. So that's really what Hive is an expert in. And we've had the WASP 250 and the B250, so that's our 250 watt bulb, which really allows you to replace 200 to 800 watt HMIs with twice the output, but half the power consumption. So basically, you take our wattage, you double it, and that lets you know what the HMI equivalent is. So our 250s were really 575 watt replacements. So very energy efficient, and they're really nice for sort of the lower output end of HMIs. But what we're really excited to be introducing this year at NAB is our WASP and B1000s. So 1,000 watts of plasma. It's very exciting. It's the brightest daylight light source that you're able to plug into the wall, but it only pulls 9.5 amps. And a 9.5 amps on 120 volt power means that you can actually plug two of them into a 20 amp circuit, not just one. So it already started as the brightest light you can plug into a 20 amp circuit, but now you can plug in two. So we think that's going to be a complete game changer. Not only is it very energy efficient, it's very high color quality. At a 98 CRI, this is the nicest, brightest color quality of any artificial daylight. So it's a full spectrum source, and we're really excited to be introducing that. I think it's going to be a great new tool for filmmakers.
It's really powerful and pure daylight source. It looks gorgeous. And tell me a little bit about the differences between the B and the WASP models.
Sure. So all of our WASP models are parabolic spotlights, and all of our B models are floodlights. So it's very easy. The B250 is a smaller flood. The B1000 is a bigger flood. The WASP 250 is a smaller spot. The WASP 1000 is a bigger spot. So our WASP 1000 is really comparable to the HMI pars that you're used to using, but with much more energy efficiency and much higher color quality. The B1000 is a little bit more unique. It's really a raw bulb source that we're able to put into a variety of different light modifiers. So we work with a lot of different softboxes from Chimera. So we do 8-point, 4-point softboxes, so our octadomes, our beauty dishes, as well as being able to work with the parabolic reflectors that come from photo manufacturers like Westcott and Hensel. So we're really excited to be showing off all the different ways that you can use this light. And actually the B1000 with such a low power draw is really comparable to using something like one of those larger breezy umbrellas that usually is using a 2.5K HMI or a 4K HMI. You get the same quality of light, but for much less power and for much less money.
And the form factor itself, too, is quite small and manageable.
Yeah, absolutely. So the B itself is about 15 pounds in the head, and the WASP is 20. So it's pretty manageable for, smaller shoots. You don't have to have a huge crew to use these. And again, they just plug into a standard wall socket, so you don't have to bring any additional power. This can be used by a single owner-operator, whether they want to do it for interviews, beauty shoots, whether they're photographer, or if they're doing high-speed stuff.
It makes the light really versatile, it looks like, and I can tell you have a lot of different ways to shape the light as well. So you have barn doors and scrimming capabilities.
Absolutely. So our kits all come with barn doors and scrims. We think that's a very useful standard thing to have with your kits. The kits also come with the bulb included, with the power supply, header cable. We really want it to be a situation where you make that purchase and right out of the box you're able to use it. And so as I was mentioning, one of the things that's really exciting is our kit pricing. So we're able to do the WASP 1000, which is the equivalent of a 2.5K HMI or your 1800 watt HMI pars for $8,000 as our rough kit price. That means that you're looking at between $2,000 to $5,000 less than the HMI equivalent, and you're able to plug it into the wall. So it's very exciting.
And I know they're flicker-free at any frame rate. Is that correct?
Absolutely. So one of the things, and part of our relationship with Abel that's been so strong, is that we work very well with Vision Research's Phantom cameras. We are completely flicker-free, well past millions of frames per second. And so we are really the most reliable, best source for high-output, energy-efficient lighting that works at any frame rate. So we're both low heat, high output, and completely flicker free. It's really the perfect light for any of your slow motion work.
And tell me a little bit about the form factor too. I know they're water resistant, is that correct?
That is correct. So we actually seal all of the electronics in all of our lights. So they aren't waterproof. Please don't put them into a bathtub or drop them in a river. But if you are out in the rain, if you are working in conditions that aren't necessarily ideal, you're in the snow, these lights are very durable, very tough. The bulb lives themselves, 30,000 hours for our 250 watt bulb, 50,000 hours for our 1,000-watt bulb. There's no electrodes, no filaments, so they almost have no failure rates. They're very reliable and a fantastic source for in-the-field production.
Well, they look extremely beautiful. I can't wait to check them out. Thank you, Jonathan, for joining me today, and thanks everyone for watching.